It's just so good. Yeah, I know I'm still wearing the tank top. I haven't showered in like a week. I know, it's crazy. I know. You can judge me. I wanted to make a video because I know there's a lot of people out there who I didn't realize. It took me a while for me to accept this reality. Um, because we're all used to ourselves, right? So oftentimes we project ourselves upon others. I never project myself on others, like force it upon others. When I was younger, when I was a teenager, I did force some of my beliefs on my brother. Not really forcing him. I just wanted him to be strong and everything like that. But he couldn't handle it. Yeah, he couldn't. I used to get in trouble for that. My mom used to be like, "Well, you like brutalizing that kid," but this is what you guys do to me. But yeah. But anyway, I wanted to make a video pretty much about my mindset. Um, Pretty much a lot of people struggle with discomfort and pain and being in on certain situations. So now, like, if you haven't noticed, but it's 2023. I've been working on my music career for 10 years, and I have literally dick to show for it. Like, literally just my dick, bro. I have, I have nothing to show for it. That's why my family's like, get a job, do a trade, do that, do this, stop the music, do this, do that, do something else. I have nothing to show for this at all. For me, from my perspective, I know it's just that it's just divine timing. It's just based on divine timing. That's pretty much what it is. It's based on divine timing. But from how they see it, they're like, why is it not happening yet? You've been talking about this forever. It's been a decade, and you have nothing to show for it. So, like, oftentimes I go through situations and it could be like I don't really dwell on them. I either write about it, I make a joke about it, I make a song about it. Um, I just get that energy out somehow. Or if I have the luxury, I talk to somebody about it. Usually, I don't have that luxury. I talk to myself about it though. But I find some ways just to be able to just address the problem, because you should never just like you should always address things you're going through. You should never just ignore it and just like suppress and do that. I used to do that when I was a preteen, and that made me really unhealthy. It's good to find ways to get these things out. Just even if you just write in a journal and just like never talk about it ever again or look at it ever again. It's just important to address this that you're going through or whatever, and acknowledge that, and then make sense out of it if you could, and then keep it pushing. But for me, like, I don't believe that I can ever be a victim in my life. I don't believe it. I don't. I just find it so hard to believe it. I'm 25. My childhood was not ideal. Um, and I can easily be like, I'm so talented, I'm so devoted, I'm so all these things. Why do I have to suffer and be around my family who don't fucking like me and treat me like shit? And I literally have a career, and I can be needed out, and I'm needed out there, and I can do amazing things out there, and I'm still on the fucking sidelines in this situation where I have nothing. But most people will look at it like that. I've been working for this for 10 years. I should retire. I should stop because it's not doing anything, right? Most people will look at it like that. But for me, I'm like, dude, this is a luxury, right? Because for me, I always look at, I detach myself from every situation. I detach myself from everything. I always look at every side of everything. every blessing comes with a curse. Every curse comes with a blessing. Everything is dimensional. Nothing is just like, you know, even if you get like, even when I was younger, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of us been through it. When I was beat as a child from family and stuff like that, I used to like it. And not in a weird way. It's just that it toughened me up. And I never had an older brother. So like being like roughed up and toughened up, I like that. I like to be toughened up. Sometimes I didn't like it because it was ridiculous at times, and sometimes it was obsessive. But I knew that toughened me up, and with this situation, not having the music and everything, like my music career being stagnant for so long, it teaches me so many different things. It teaches me to be grateful. Um, you know, it tests me in so many ways, and I just like it. It's forcing me to see people for how they are, and even seeing the way how my family, the jealousy that I get from people that I have nothing to show for my career, but just from my potential, the jealousy I see, it helps me understand, okay, when you're someone who's pure, you only understand what you know, really. So like you kind of project yourself on others, just like how people who aren't pure project their negativity on you. When you're pure, you project your positivity upon others. So that's why it's really important. Like, that's why I really like to check on people and artists, especially like young artists and entertainers and stuff like that who are really young, take them under your wing and everything like that. A lot of people who are pure like to do that kind of stuff because they may be more naive and they can be roped into things that can destroy them and fuck them up, because everyone's not pure out here. But my family treating me the way how they treating me, it helps me understand how people can be and how humans can be. It's teaching me that in a way that it's not as harsh, because they're still family, so they're still going to have some kind of like, even though they're cruel at times, they're still gonna have some kind of love there, right? So compared to some stranger who can have no love for me and just throw me to the damn wolves and shit, right? They'll throw me to the dogs, but a fucking stranger might throw you to the damn wolves. So I'd rather be throwing the dogs and wolves. So yeah, but it taught me that. And also another thing too, being in the, you know, I'm gonna talk raw a little bit. I'm gonna talk a little raw, just a little bit, not too raw, because I'm not trying to like, I don't want to offend anybody, and I don't want to sound condescending, because I'm not a condescending person. I'm just a truthful person. I just see things in a truthful way. So I don't want to be condescending, but I do want to show you a little bit of how I am in nature. But, there's a lot of guinea pigs out here in the music world, and it's helping me, And what I mean by that is, it's like when you have to do something, right? It's like a presentation or something like that, right? Or something you have to do, like a test or like a competition or something like that. Some people would rather go first, some people would rather go last. When you go first, you're the standard. I'm not the standard, but you're setting the example, right? And you don't know what the fuck you're getting yourself into. But when you're last, you get to study everything before you. So that's pretty much what I'm trying to say. Like, for me, I like to study. I like to study. People act like I don't like to study. Okay, a lot of people don't like to fucking study and educate themselves. I like knowledge. I like to know what the fuck I'm heading into and what the fuck is just going on in this fucking world around me. I'm not trying to walk around and I'm not stupid. I know there's a lot of fuckery going on here. I can feel the energy. I can pick up on it. I know it's fuckery. Because if there wasn't fuckery, why is my family acting the way they're acting, right? Because that shows us we sponsor these families so we can understand, okay, this shit isn't like rainbows and ponies and shit. I wish it was, but it's not. That's to show us. But yeah, it helps me kind of understand the perspectives of others, and understand the perspective of the music world and just see things, you know, from the sidelines. And also it helps me this time help me be able to understand myself, know what I really want, seeing how the music industry affects other people, building my skills up, knowing where I truly want to be, building my confidence up, building all these things up within myself, you know. Because like for me, I wanted to get into like, for me, when I originally started making music, I just was making music because I just loved making music. Then eventually I'm like, you know, I want to make a career of this and help people and everything like that, entertain and perform because it seems fun. But then when I moved to the apartment back in like 2017, that's when I started getting in this rush mood. That's when I started making that's why originally I was trying to vlog a lot because I like vlogging because I just wanted to vlog, but I had nothing to fucking vlog because I didn't have a life. And I didn't do anything. And 2017 I started making like reaction videos and stuff like that because I was trying to make money, you know, because I adapt to my surroundings. So now I'm in this situation with my mom and like money is scarce and everything like that. So it's like, okay, you need to make money. Like you need money, money, money. But that's all I fucking hear. Money, 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 money. You ain't got money for this. You ain't got money for that. Or you ask me for this. There's that. There's this. This is, oh my gosh. So I do not miss those times. They were not fun. So that's when I started getting into I started not being my natural self with the music. I started getting into this hustle mentality of where, okay, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. And I started not really focusing. I was still focusing on the art, but like I was willing to sacrifice my development and my artistic nature, I guess, for like pretty much doing what everyone else is doing for like money and stuff like that, which wasn't really what I wanted to do, but I just wanted to get out of that situation, and I was so pressured, and I had no time. Everything was just a fucking rush, and you know it's it is what it is because you know with the situation, you know my mom, she just doing it all herself, you know, trying to got an apartment where we all had rooms and everything like that. And, you know, she had to afford it herself. You know, that was a lot of money on her. So, you know, it was just like, it's a very scarce thing. So for me, I was trying to just like pretty much just get a buck. And that's when I just wasn't being myself. And every time I noticed I was trying to, like, before I was doing that, I was getting attention with my music, like back in 2017, 2018. But when I started doing that more and willing to compromise myself, that's when I noticed that things weren't working and I wasn't feeling as confident. So that time gave me the time to really understand myself and what I wanted to do. And not until I moved here at my grandma's house back in 2021, late like December, so 2022 last year, pretty much is when I was able to take the time to not worry about money and be able to get back to my to my nature, my creative nature, and I have to worry about being like this hustle mentality and all this stuff, like this pressure and stuff like that on me. That's when I start being able to just be like, okay, you know, I really want to do music. I really want to be an independent artist. I really want to take my time and do it the right way. So being here, I was able to get my mind right and work on myself and work on my skills and all these different kind of things. You know, the sacrifice was dealing with the stress and the conflict that my family was throwing at me. But at the same time, I thought it was awesome. You know, it's fucking annoying, but at the same time, it's training because I'm gonna have to deal with that shit when I go out there. People are gonna be saying you can't do this, you can't do that, blah 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 blah, trying to distract me. All these different things they're gonna be happening, right? So for me, that's why I said I'm not a victim. Like, I don't believe that, like, it depends on your situation. I don't know everyone's perspective, but at least for me, everything I've been through, I can't ever say I've ever been a victim in a situation before. You know, even when things have been bad for me, some things went bad because I didn't listen to myself. When I already knew that I shouldn't have trusted somebody. I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have did this. I already knew in my intuition. I already knew they were not good for me, or that wasn't a good situation for me. That taught me to trust my intuition. You know, I'm grateful that it didn't go as bad as it could have been, you know? Um every time something went bad, it was because I didn't trust my intuition. I didn't listen to it, you know? Um and a lot of things, like I even feel like with my family, like I feel like, I mean, not my family, my childhood, I feel like, you know, the reason why like I didn't really have like the childhood like that and I was treated like a man is because when I was a child I always wanted to be a man. So I feel like I wish that upon myself. Like I feel like a lot of things happen in your life to condition you to be who you want to be. So you can't ask for this and ask for that, and then when you start enduring things and shit starts happening to shape you into who you want to be, you can't start fucking complaining, oh, why is this happening to me, why is that happening to me? It's to shape you up. You know, it takes tough times to mold you into who you want to be. It's not going to be easy times. Easy times are the reward. But the tough times help you become who you want to be. The tough times doesn't have to always be tragic. It's just often uncomfortable, or it's, you know, it's tedious, or it's like exhausting or whatever. It's just not always comfortable, you know? But if you want to become who you want to become, you have to go through those times. That's why for me, I always, like, that's why I smile a lot. When I go through these things, I get excited a lot because I'm like, oh, fuck, yes, this is happening. This is what I need to be who I want to be. You know, I always just been aware of these things since I was young. My mom used to be like, what the fuck is he on? Why is he, like, she used to be, well, he's too nonchalant. Why isn't he stressed? Like, she would think, like, I don't care. Like, I'm not, like, I remember when I crashed my car, um I was just like really nonchalant with it, and she was like really upset and thinking about, oh, now I have to drive this nigga, all these different things, and this takes time out of my day, and all these different things. And then she's seeing how nonchalant I am and not thinking that, like, you know, how it affects me. I may be nonchalant, but deep down I'm like, fuck, I lost my damn car. That's my baby. I lost my car. You know, now I can't go places I need to go. But the thing that I do is, fuck, it happened. I can't bring my car back. It's gone. It's gone. I can't bring it back. It's over. The car is over. What am I gonna do? Fucking cry for fucking months about it? You know, crying is good, but then eventually you gotta move on, you know? So like, it's like, okay, instead of me, I immediately start working on the future. Immediately. So once shit happens, okay, we're on the future now. That's the past. I immediately start working on the future once something happens. So the car's gone. Fuck. Shit, that was ass. Okay, so now what do we do now? How do we move? How do we get to the goals that I want to get to? How do I get to work? How do I do this? How do I do it? That's what I start working on. Just thinking about it. And then my mom's like, oh, but the car, oh, this and that, and all these negative things. I don't do that. I always focus on the future because I want what I fucking want, man. I don't care what happens. I want my dreams, and I will achieve my dreams. I don't care what bullshit happens. Nothing's fucking stopping me. I don't care. That's just how I am, because I want what I want and I work fucking hard for it, and I'm genuine. So that's what I just work towards my things. So I never give up on my faith and what I want and what I believe is meant for me. You know? You go through tough times for it, whatever. That's why I like watching anime all the time. These guys go through tough times. They go through a lot. They go through hell to get the things they want, you know? Everything is not meant to be easy, you know? Like, it's at least I'm only talking from my perspective, because I need to know more perspectives. I'm just talking from my perspective. But like, if you know you want to be something and you know you can grow from it, are you really a victim? You know, bad things can happen too, but if you're alive, then you're good. Look at Shanks, One Piece. Dude lost his arm. He can easily be like, I'm a victim. Most people would be like, fuck that kid. You know, I shouldn't have saved that fucking kid. Now I lost my damn arm. You know? But he's like, you know, fuck, I lost my arm, whatever. Fuck it. Okay, now I got one arm. Now you know what I'm gonna do? Now I got one arm, you know, now I'm gonna see if I could be the strongest pirate with one arm, bro. That's all nasty I'm gonna be. That's probably what he thought. I need both my arms. Fuck that shit. I need my arms. Fuck that. But, you know, that's his philosophy, you know? Maybe that happened because he wanted it to happen. You never know. But something that people need to do is be honest with themselves. If you're not honest with yourself, things that happen to you, you're going to miss the point. Because some things happen to you because you actually want it to happen. Maybe not consciously, but subconsciously you probably want it to happen. Maybe not that specific event, but maybe you asked for something, or you were want to be something, or you wanted something to happen, and then an event happened in your life to trigger you to become that or get to that point. It could be a negative thing, but that negative thing can actually be a positive thing in disguise. You gotta think about things on a deeper level. Like, I always think about things on a deeper level. I see everything that's in front of me. I see it for everything it is. I think about every situation. I see every situation, every possible perspective, every possible angle. I look at all angles. People just look at things from one angle. You gotta look at it from every angle. There's an advantage in every situation, and there's a disadvantage in every situation. Everything has a weakness, and everything has a benefiting factor to it. Anything can help you. Anything can destroy you. You gotta look at everything, man. Everything. So if you want to be like on my level or anything like that, you have to look at everything. So you have to see, I see everything as a blessing. Everything's a blessing. You know, I'm a very balanced, neutral person. I'm not brainwashed like most of you guys. I'm not brainwashed. You guys still listen to like the mainstream shit. Oh, devils are bad and this. Devils are deities. Oh, demons are bad. Demons are angels. Evil is just fucking corruption. That's what evil is. A fucking angel could be evil. A fucking devil can be a fucking righteous superheroes thing. Whatever the fuck. I don't know. You have to look at the spectrum of things and see everything for what it is. Every situation. You can't just be like, oh, I got fucked up, so I'm a victim, or I got hit, I'm a victim, I'm this. You gotta see things for what it is. Think about how you can benefit from it, and think about how, and not even in a shallow way, just think about what good could possibly come from it. You guys only think about the bad, but things can happen to you for good reasons. That's how I look at things. So I don't believe I'm a victim. How am I a victim if I'm benefiting? You know, shit may be uncomfortable. It may not be fun at times, but it's only going to benefit me in the end, you know? You know, regardless of what happened in my life, I don't think too much about it. Look at me. Look at what I look like. Look at what I look like. I have my arms. I have my eyesight. I have my hair. I have all my hair. My eyes, my eyelashes are long. I have a youthful face. I'm 25. I'm alive. I'm handsome. I'm healthy. I'm the healthiest I've ever been in my life, and it only keeps growing. It only keeps going. I'm intelligent, you know? And I have the whole world ahead of me. Well, I have my whole life ahead of me. But, you know, what is there to complain about? Why should I be upset about my past when it made me who I am? Like, that's pretty stupid to be like, oh yeah, I like who I am, but fuck my past. Like, no, like the past made you who you are, you know? Because that's why I'm not like everyone else, because my past made me this, you know? So I'm grateful for them. But I feel like in order for you to appreciate your past, you have to appreciate who you are in the present moment. Because if you appreciate who you are in the present moment, you will understand that you could only become that version of yourself because of your past. If it wasn't for your past is what gives you character. The things you go through is what gives you character. It breaks your old ways of thinking. It breaks you and unlocks you to become more expansive. You know, you need to be broken at times so you can be more expansive, so you can be able to be more adaptive and stuff like that, you know. Because if everyone just had like this peaceful, beautiful childhood and all these different things, then you guys would just end up being like a pretty much just like a naive 13-year-old girl that's on Twitter complaining about everything. Oh, that's not good. Oh, why you say this, all that? Because they don't understand these things because they weren't exposed to it, you know? Being exposed to these things help you understand life better, and it gives you more perspective, and it makes you see the world in a different way. And it makes you appreciate yourself more because you prosper through these situations, you know? But when you view yourself as a victim, you fucking negate all the blessings, all the knowledge, all the power that you could have got. Like, what do you think is more powerful? Overcoming your obstacles and being like, nothing can stop me? Or, you know, falling to your obstacles and not feeling powerful because anything that comes across, that comes in front of you, you won't let it, like, you will let it just, you know, stop you. It's like when my grandma came in here, like when she was talking about, why did you jump out the window? It's dangerous. How else the fuck am I going to get out the house? I'm going to get out the fucking bathroom. He's like, I would have stayed in there. Well, that's your fucking weak ass. I'm not doing that shit. Even if I'm fucking 70 years old, bro. I'm not staying in no fucking bathroom for God knows when, how long. And I'm too much of a gentleman. I could have easily broke the fucking door off. But I'm not going to break the door. I'd rather just fucking jump out the window. You know? And I can't even rest for fucking 5 days. Oh, man. Like, this is also, like, even, like, what I'm saying, like, with my family. Like, the way how my family is. Like, I'm not a victim for them treating me the way how they're treating me, because it helps me understand how humans can be. Because if I wasn't exposed to this stuff, I would just be thinking all these humans are just genuine people, like, because I'm genuine. So I'll be like, okay, they're up here and everything like that. And then you're exposed to this stuff in real life, and you're like, what the fuck is that? I didn't know people were like that. You know, I just view everything for what it is. I feel like things come into your life to educate and to strengthen you. But when you ignore that and you only think good things are supposed to happen to you, that's when you miss out on the lessons of life and you become scared of life. Life is not meant to be easy. Don't be a fucking coward. You know, this is why I'm being honest, man. This is a different age. Cowards will be punished these days. You will be punished. You're not here to put your problems on others and hurt others because you're suffering. Bitch, we're all fucking suffering. If you want to suffer some more, you could fucking suffer some more. But why should I suffer more because you want me to suffer because I overcame my pain? Okay, cool. I may not be fucking crying and bitching and all these different things, and I may be successful, but I had to fucking work for this. You know, and if you think you're going to take it from me when I had to work so fucking hard for it and go through hell for it, you're already dead. I'm not letting it, unlike you really, like, come on, bro, you guys are fucking stupid, bro. You really think, like, this is why I say hate, I don't worry about haters, bro. You really think a hater can do anything to me when I don't let any obstacle affect me and you're a hater? So that tells me that you're weak. Because that tells me, because if you're a hater, that's telling me that you have obstacles that you are afraid to go through, and you let those obstacles overwhelm you. So you think me, someone who doesn't let any obstacles overwhelm me, is fazed by you? Dude, you can't even be next to me. You're fucking, you'll be terrified. And I see all that shit before you even think about it. I already know about it before you even think about it. That shit, those days are over, man. Those days are over, bro. You guys will be punished. I'm not like the fucking, I'm not like the Michael Jacksons. I'm not like the Jesuses or anything like that. I'm balanced. I'm a balanced person, bro. Once I have no love for you and you show me you have no love for me, it's anything can happen. You guys need discipline. You guys ain't disciplined out here. Y'all not disciplined. Like I was just looking at a YouTube video, and this guy would jack the car in a parking lot, and then he destroyed 6 cars, including the car he jacked. And I was looking in the comment section. Everyone's like, oh yeah, he's just gonna get out. He's just gonna be out and everything like that. He's gonna get out on parole and all these different things. Blah 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 blah. And then someone's like, he should be going to like jail and all these different things for that and do time for that. Like, that's so fucked up. And people are like, no, he shouldn't and this and that. And they're like, oh yeah, he'll just get out. It's like, bro, that just shows me like how like you guys are, bro. Like you guys are just, oh my gosh, you guys gonna get a fat ass reality check. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is the age that cowards are humbled. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Have fun while you have fun, man. While it's still available. Cause like you guys think you could just like you guys have no value for life or your own life, and you think you could just do anything you want to people. Like it's the shit. Okay. If that's what you think, I mean you can keep doing it. But it's not gonna be good for you. But yeah, I'm not a victim. How am I a victim when I'm surviving? Well, I'm not surviving. I don't believe in surviving. I don't survive. I'm not a survival person. My family survives. I don't survive. I've never survived in my life. I thrive. I have fun. I'm here to have fun. I'm not here to fucking survive. Any situation I'm in, I'm enjoying it, and I just go through it. I just enjoy the moment. You guys out here surviving. I'm not surviving. I don't let anything hold me. I don't let anything control me. I don't let anything break me. Anything that breaks me, try to break me, is already broken. Because why are you trying to break me? Because you're broken. I don't fucking worry about broken shit. I'll try to fix you. I'll give you some help if you need help. But once you deny that help, all right, then it's your fucking life. It's your fate. I'm not fixated on, I'm an arbiter. I'm not fixated on the lives of people, If someone wants to die, they can die. If someone wants to live, they can live. I'm not allowed to, like, get too invested in that stuff. And so once something walks the path of death, and I'm like, oh, I don't think that's good for you. And they're like, no, I assist. I'd rather walk this path. Then I'm not like everyone else. I'm not human like that. Like, I'm not attached to your body. So if you end up dying and that's what you wanted for yourself, that's what you want for yourself. And I see how miserable this world is, and I see how weak a lot of people are. I'd rather you not suffer. So if you dying is not going to make you suffer anymore, I'd rather you die. I see things in a completely different perspective from most people. I see things in a really real perspective, like really real. I see everything for how it is. And it can terrify people. Perspective, because I don't look at things in this like superficial, fake way that most people look at it. I see this thing for what it is. I see scenarios for what they are. But yeah, I don't believe you're a victim. How can you be a victim when you asked for your dreams or asked for whatever you asked for, So now you have to go through the things to become that. You go through the trials to become that, If you don't want to be a victim, then just sit in your fucking room and do nothing all day. And then you'll just be a victim of time. Because time's going to catch up to your ass eventually if you're not taking care of yourself. You'll always be a victim of something, technically. You go outside, there's fucking insects trying to kill you and eat you and shit. The pollution's bad. All these different things are bad. Like, everything tries to hurt you. But it can all strengthen you up. We're adaptive beings. Humans are adaptive. And on top of how adaptive humans are, we have souls. So we're even more adaptive. So, like, how can you be a victim when anything you are dealt with, you can overcome? I literally analyze people who are in these victim mentalities and everything like that. The only victim that they are a victim of is themselves, their minds, their egos, that tricks them and make them believe that they shouldn't do this or they shouldn't do that. Like my grandma, she's not blessed by me anymore. But if she would own up to her shit and just apologize to me and be genuine to me and stop treating me like a fucking slave and stop treating me like I'm not like I'm not fucking family, and all this bullshit that's going on, and just apologize and own up to it, she'd be good. But now she's a victim of herself. You guys do these things to yourselves. I just watch you just do things to yourself. You're just destroying yourselves. And then you complain. Who the fuck are you complaining to? You're complaining to people who look similar to you or have similar aspects to you to complain to, because you don't want to complain to yourself and talk to yourself. So you're talking to people who are similar. And something else too, like I see these hypocrites and people who they are ashamed of aspects of themselves. So when they see an aspect of themselves in someone else, they try to bully that person or ridicule that person or shame that person or whatever, or hurt that person because they hate an aspect of themselves. Dude, you need, like, why are you hurting others? Just because they embrace something that you don't want to embrace doesn't mean that you should hurt them. You know, you need to talk to yourself and heal yourself, my guy. That shit's not healthy. Like I said, all that shit's not, that shit don't slide these days. That shit don't slide because you're not supposed to hurt people. The only reason, people don't realize, the only reason why that slide, why people were hurt, why people were able to get hurt by people without any consequences, people think, oh yeah, I can just do all this stuff to people. Bro, you don't realize it's because those people allowed that to happen. That's the reason why. That's the honest truth. Once people start waking up and like, bro, I'm not taking this shit anymore. That shit don't slide, man. I'm telling you, that's why I'm trying to help you guys. Get your act together before it's too late, because shit's going to get really crazy. Because the power scale is going to flip. And you don't want to be on the other side of the spectrum, so I'm trying to help you guys. Certain, like, you gotta, like, I used to do fuckery, certain things. A lot of us have. But you know, at a certain time when you start maturing, you're like, okay, you can't do that no more. That was a phase. Can't do that shit no more. Certain things you cannot do anymore because we're not here to be doing all this negative shit. So if you don't grow and everyone else is growing, you're gonna be assed out. And you're gonna be like, what the fuck? I used to, it's just like, now, like, racism is not something racism is outlawed these days. Back in the day, you know, you could just do whatever you want to people who aren't white, right? Nowadays, you do that shit, that shit can cost you your damn job. That shit can cost you your life. You know, you can't be doing shit like that. You know, there's a time is a spectrum, but there's always a time limit on negativity, because we're not here to be in low vibration, and that includes the dark ages of the world. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, the world's going to end. Oh, the world's going to go shit. No, your world's going to end. Possibly. Depends on how you are. But the world ending, no, that's arrogant. The world's not going to end. Your world can end, though. You know, the era of dark times will end. It has to. There is a timeline on everything that is negative. Because you have to understand, negative situations are just a stepping stone to help those who are positive and righteous build character. That's the only reason why it exists. Because it can just all be destroyed easily. It can all be taken out easily. All this shit can be, all this negative shit, the industries, the tyrants of the world, anything that's polluting the world and destructive for the world, it can be taken out right now, in a second. All of it taken out. And then everything that's righteous is still here. That can happen. But do you know why it doesn't happen? Because we need to do it ourselves. You know, because we need to build up character. That's the whole reason why all this negative stuff happens. It's to help you build up character and have faith in yourself and be strong in yourself and realize that these things that come across you have no power over you. But when you give your power away, that's when they start using your power against you. You know? You're not supposed to, like, be grateful for anything that helps you and everything like that, but you're not supposed to be extremely, reliant on divine forces to the point where, you don't want to do anything for yourself and you just keep on relying on it. You need to take responsibility for your life and accountability for your life. And you need to stand up for who you are and for what you want. Like I said, easily. We're on a guy's body, easily. All this shit can be taken out easily. Think the fucking planet wants this shit to end? But she knows she's enduring it because she knows for the future of this world, it's better to let these people, these beings go through these scenarios so that they can grow. She's taking all this pain so that we can grow. She's letting all this evil and corruption exist in the world so that we can use it as a plot device to grow. It's kind of like a third wheel. Like, say, like, you have a problem, like, with someone, right? And then you bring in someone else to help you guys bring that relationship up or whatever. Like you don't realize, like, the corruption that acts like it's entitled to everything is the third party. It's the third party. It's here to help us grow. It's the karmic. It's not here. Anything that is tainted and that's corrupted, that doesn't change its ways, is already dead. It's a zombie. Well, when you keep giving it your power and everything like that, and when you keep overlooking it and you keep giving it its power and you keep on giving it all these chances, that's when it destroys you. Because it knows you're here to destroy it. So it's like, fuck, if you're not going to destroy me, I'm going to fucking destroy you. Oh, man, it's all so interesting to me. But, yeah. But I'm done talking for now. But, yeah, hopefully it's helped you guys. Because I really want to help you guys. So, I don't know. I'm not from this, like, this is my first rodeo on this planet. Like, this is all new to me. This is my first rodeo. But, I came into this world with a lot of knowledge. I don't know who I was in my past life yet. I don't want to know yet. Please don't try to figure that information out and tell me. Because I don't want to know yet. I'm not ready. I want to slow into these things. But, I'm not from this. My soul is not from this planet. I know that for much. Because this planet hasn't, I don't think this planet has, at least not in human times, I don't think it was introduced to, like, freedom spirits. I don't think it was. But, yeah, so I just have a lot of knowledge, and I would just like to give it to people to help them, because I see the state that this world is in and everything like that, so I'm just trying to help. But, yeah, toodles, love you all, be good, love you, bye.